I'm Will Sills, and you're watching Buster H.R. Johnson on YouTube.
Another exciting night of XOW Wrestling. Just real quick, I want to tell you this announcement. We have moved to channel 97, and we are now on every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock and on Thursday nights at 7 on channel 97. We got an exciting night for you here tonight. Of course, you know after last week, Tony Taz is no longer a member of the Pink Panty Posse, so we're all interested to see how that's going to work out and other things. So let's get things started for another exciting night of XOW Wrestling. Professional work, all right? If you idiots would shut up, you might be able to learn in a few minutes than you are now. I'll teach you something. Shut up, you halfway Sit down. Let me personally welcome each and every one of you out there in TV land to DWW. That's right, I said DWW. Southwest Wrestling. The only reason this two big company is moved into the old SmackDown time slot at 7 p.m. on Thursday is because of me. Shut up. Because the fact is, I'm the man who runs the show around here. I do what I want when I want. First of all, let's talk about that Terry Rollins thing. I ran him out of here. Then that turncoat Jimmy Holloway Blaylock, where's he at? He's gone. I ran him out of here. And then a few weeks ago, Cody Hawk made his victorious comeback, didn't he? His comeback lasted one night because what DWW, right? You don't know. What DWW officials don't want you to know is right here in this ring, I broke Cody's Hawk leg again. Here's the best news of the night. Pure destruction is over with. Now, Aztec, we turned him into a multicolored Christmas turkey. And from what I understand, he's run off to parts unknown. He's not brave enough to show his face here. So I think he's sending a little video clip. So, producers, roll Aztec video clip.
Anderson, Bad Attitude Tony Dabbs, Brian Selfine, and Tony the Weasel Watts, and anybody else that Tony the Weasel Watts leads around up there at XOW. I got something to say to you boys, and you best listen. I know you have a hard time paying attention, but try to listen close, okay? I've made some decisions since I left there. Number one, I'm not going out of wrestling that way. You're not going to humiliate me like that Death Wish and get away with it. When I go out of wrestling, it'll be with some dignity, not with feathers all over me. Brian Selfine, it's bad enough you desecrated my plaque. You put your sleep hold on me, Send me into La La Land and let Death Wish do what he wanted to do. Okay, fine, Death Wish. You had your laughs, you had your fun. Now listen up. Decision number 1. I'm not leaving wrestling that way. Decision number 2. I've decided to bring in a tag team. Not just any tag team. I've searched far and wide and I found a tag team. These guys are family. Do you hear me? Family. And they're bringing pain your way. P-A-I-N. Pain. I had to pay top dollar to get them. In the words of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, before this is over with, you will have suffered. Think about it. Our paths are going to cross one day real soon. Beware that day. Have a happy new year. This could be your last.
Well, let me tell you like it is, folks. I don't care if he brings in the Dundee family. I don't care if he brings in the Steiner family. There's no family that I can bring in here. I'm the man. I run this show and I do what I want when I want. This country's been trying to stick it to me ever since I got here, and that's a fact. So I gave Cole Anderson the night off tonight. So you know what they do? They put me in a tag match. Well, that's fine. Because I'm going to give this upstanding fine young man a ride right here. So tonight is your golden opportunity. With the big dogs for a little while, all right? So now, DWW officials, send out the sacrificial lambs. Let's get it on! I didn't rattle your cage, you traitors. Shut up!
You need to be quiet!
Now take the microphone and get out of the ring.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the first matchup tonight here on XWO. It's going to be Death Wish and Orion going up against Bojangles and the Hitman. They are the Gold Diggers. I want to go ahead and take this time real quick while I have a moment to introduce my broadcast colleagues for the night. Michael Ward and Mama D. Mama D's out here with us tonight.
We don't know.
Start off the night with tag team action. Orion and Death Wish, like you said, taking on the Gold Diggers. Man, and Bojangles should be a great contest right here. Of course, Orion and Death Wish have the size advantage in this match. Just a little bit. Hitman's a big man himself, as is Bojangles.
Yes, it is going to be interesting to see how this goes. And you know, with X-Man's interview just a little bit ago, he has opened up his pocketbook. He's going to go to the ends of the earth to get a team, a family, as he says, to tag team Death Wish, and whoever he has as his tag team partner, whether it be Orion or Colton Anderson. And of course, you know, we got Tony Watts out here. So it's anxious to see who X-Man is going to bring to XOW.
Just a second ago, I saw that Death Wish already complaining of a hair pull, mask pull, all kinds of stuff, and the match is just underway. Orion now with a side headlock, though, on the Hitman. Big go down.
With a shoulder block, both men are down on the canvas as the referee was distracted between Death Wish and Bojangles over here.
Hitman back to his feet. Picks up Orion, sends him off an Irish whip. The big hit. Picks him up. The Gold Diggers on a roll. Thanks for the Hitman.
back into the ring.
Obviously, he wasn't ready to get back in there, but he's back in there nonetheless. Once again with Hitman.
Deathwish over there fussing with some of the fans.
Deathwish over here fussing with a youngster, it looks like.
Making friends just like he always does everywhere he goes.
That's all you can beat up as a 3-year-old kid.
No, O'Ryan right to the eyes. Hitman. Right hand down below Ryan.
I eat bigger men than you for breakfast, trust me.
We don't know about the
Hitman fighting back now with some right hands up close. So the big man O'Ryan. Elbow takes him down to one knee.
Hitman picking O'Ryan up, throws him into the rope, and a clothesline puts O'Ryan down to the mat, turns around and looks at Deathwish.
Almost took his head off there with that clothesline. Just vicious. O'Ryan on the mat. And now
They were really taking it to O'Ryan here tonight is the Hitman from the Gold in his team. Bo Jackson is yet to be tapped in, Deathwish starting hard to begin of the match, but yet he's still taking it easy out here.
And Hitman making a tag into Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles taking over on O'Ryan, slams his head into that top turnbuckle.
head first right into that turnbuckle, like you said now. Bringing O'Ryan out of the corner, setting him up for an Irish whip. Oh, O'Ryan down again.
Rolls over, goes for the pin. Only a 1 count. O'Ryan grabs the bottom rope, and Tony Watts distracts the referee.
Tony Watts is going to make sure that O'Ryan was not counted down for a 3 there. Grabbed the official.
Goes into an outlaw, twists the arm around the referee. O'Ryan wants to give it up. O'Ryan for a tag.
Drops a knee right to the back of O'Ryan's knee there.
And Mr. Bojangles, the referee. That wasn't a low blow.
Bojangles just doing what he has to do, I guess, just to keep this match. He drops an elbow, puts that leg now.
And on 1 count, O'Ryan's shoulder pounding the mat.
Alright, Deathwish making his way over to the action in the ring. Tony Watts, what's Tony Watts doing? He's going around. He's got the referee distracted.
Right on top of Bojangles, and O'Ryan takes him to the ring. No tag, but Deathwish no less. The official's going to let it go.
Hitman telling the referee that they did not make a tag.
Deathwish saying he's going to show O'Ryan how it's done now.
He's giving O'Ryan. Running with the kick. Deathwish.
200+ pounds down across that leg.
Deathwish working on the knee of Mr. Bojangles. And as O'Ryan, if he's got that now, makes a tag in on O'Ryan. Both hands still in the ring. Make a wish.
Bojangles in trouble right now. He's attacking. He's isolated in the corner. He's O'Ryan. And Hitman's just hurting. Trying to help him. He's doing right.
Deathwish on the outside of the ring, choking Mr. Bojangles on the bottom rope. The referee telling O'Ryan, get him back in the middle of the ring. Mr. Bojangles into the corner, and a big chop to the chest from O'Ryan, and a fist to the head, and a fist to the midsection.
Brings him back to the corner with an Irish whip now.
Oh, now Deathwish says that he wants him now. He waits till O'Ryan gets the man down before he wants to get in there and make a tag.
Nevertheless, Deathwish in the ring, still on top of things here. Bojangles still in a lot of trouble, needs to make a tag to Hitman.
man slamming O'Ryan's head into that post. And Deathwish.
Tony Watts just moved the duck into the ring over Deathwish's head.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your winners of the match, the Gold Diggers. Now don't forget also, ladies and gentlemen, from now until eternity, we are now moved to Channel 97 year old. That's 2 weeks in a row now. Tony Watts has made a mistake. It cost his team the match.
Tony Watts said he's got the money, though. He's got the money for Deathwish. Deathwish put it back.
Gentlemen, conspicuous by his outfit over the past couple of weeks. It looks like he's back on the side of Psycho. Here he is, Big Daddy Storm.
You see, all I keep hearing are rumors. Rumors left and right. Everybody saw what happened between me and Brian 3 weeks ago. Everybody knows who the real champion should be. But other than that, what I keep hearing is about Psycho. Psycho and Race. Storm, where have you been with Psycho and Race? Well, let me tell you something. Storm is right here where he's always been, and that is in Psycho's corner. That's in Ray's corner, and that's in Big Daddy's own corner, because there ain't nobody better than Big Daddy. That's a fact.
Now, how convenient it is for you to be here now. Grandstanding like he's always doing for you. I'm God. Hey, honey, I beat up old men. Don't think I won't beat up an old woman, too. It goes like this. Once again, you're here stealing spotlight, not Chris Sanders, from Psycho all over again. I've tried to tell you, day in, day out, week in and week out, you can't find him. But I'm here. So, once again, here you are, grandstanding as usual. Being the selfish, leeching SOB that you are.
Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh, boy, but you know, if you're a guy, the first thing you need to do is call down some magic and go ahead and dye the rest of those roots right there, Kojak.
How you like it, boy?
Do I grandstand? Oh yeah, I do. Why? Because I can. You don't like it, you can crawl on back to that nasty little trailer park and be that guru all day long, little baby dogs and cats. Or what you can do is crawl in this ring right now, you and your little buddy, and I'll show you why I'm Big Daddy. I'll show you why this man is one of the most dangerous men in wrestling. So all you gotta do, you say I'm not there, well here I stand, there he stands. Don't go to the back, let's just do it right now. Yeah.
you want tonight? You really want to take the beating that I gave him last week?
He gave you a beat.
You want to beat me? Punk, you want to beat me? You better get a ladder, because it's a long, tall climb. Well, thank God for fitness.
We're going to do it? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do it. We're going to have ourselves a tag team match here with,
At the Black Label Society, Justin Trivium and Boyd out here taking on Psycho and Storm. Justin Trivium looks like he's going to start the match off. CeeLo Banks out here to officiate this matchup. The most entertaining referee in the business.
and don't forget about the lovely Nita Page out here ringside with the Black Label Society.
Storm and Justin going to start this one off.
And if you missed it last week, folks, right here in New Albany, it was Boyd and Psycho going toe to toe.
Oh, Storm is Justin across the ring there. Justin pulled his hair.
Justin Trivium still he got his hair pulled. Boyd says that he pulled his hair.
You guys take it, can you, boy?
Storm claiming he didn't do it. Calling up on top once again. He's down. Obviously, Justin wanted no part of Psycho, but he's back out of the ring.
You know, and it is kind of convenient for Storm to be back out here tonight after the beatings that Psycho's taken over the past few weeks.
He's back out here nevertheless. Taking on Psycho tonight in tag team action. Locking up with Justin once again. And into the corner now. Definitely not getting the better of these exchanges right now. Justin's coming in stick, so to speak. And Bale has got the ring again. You saw it with Boyd and Nita.
They're saying, give us the win, disqualify Storm for pulling hair, but from what I saw, it was Justin Trivium pulling Storm's hair back to the corner.
Justin Trivium's going to get a lot after like the night there. He's not walking away with the concussion as hard as he's
Get in there, crybaby!
Shut up!
Straight step from Storm. Tossed Justin across the ring a few times. Locked his hands and off here.
You just talk to him, boy!
Justin Trivium.
How you like it, boys?
And the ears make the tag into Psycho.
Big man into the ring now with a headbutt. Right hand. Justin tags down on the mat again. Irish whip from Psycho. That back elbow sends him down hard.
How you like it, boys? Hey, pull him over here!
And Psycho is going forward and just dropped down. Sat there and kicked him.
You all talk, boy!
He's over and makes the tag. Psycho looking a little bit displeased right now, Big Daddy.
That's why you ain't in the ring, he's scared!
Big Daddy Storm got 6 down here on Justin Trivium.
It's all about him, dude!
Takes the rope. CeeLo Banks calling for a break. Dropping that knee right across the back of Justin Trivium. Something from that height. It's gonna hurt. Psycho into the ring now.
Ain't nothing to do
Staring
here!
at Justin.
Oh, now he's. Oh, he was standing there for it. Lip and jaw. Justin Trivium down in the middle of the ring. He has to make a tag in.
Good arm breaking there from Psycho. Psycho. Right across the back, a big forearm there. Going back into the ring.
I'll just let you guys do your thing. All about it, Corey.
Get in there and get you some.
Okay.
Get in there and get you
Fully
some.
controlling this matchup now. Goes over to Justin in the corner. Irish Rooster got it off the corner. Charges in and misses.
Justin Trivium moving out of the way and makes his back in on
Boy, coming in for the fist of fury. I thought it wasn't much to the score. Taking the big man
Get up,
to
go!
his level.
And a thrust right to the throat there from Boyd.
Psycho coming into the ring. CeeLo Banks.
Now Boyd choking. Storm over in the corner now. CeeLo Banks was distracted with Psycho there.
Backs him into the ropes. Throws him across. And Kyle Lake clothesline. Puts Storm down to the mat.
Hey, Jerry, it's going down.
Boy,
get you some of
here
that.
like he's Mr. Universe.
Come get you some of that.
Another
Good storm.
You just want to be.
Boyd asking Storm, does he want to tag Psycho and give him a thumb to the eyes? Or else the hair
You
will
just want to be.
Just taunting both of them now and deposit Storm over in his own corner there. And Justin and Nita over there choking away now.
Boyd's getting her two C's working on.
Nita Page choking Steady Storm on that second rope.
Justin over the ring with no tag there.
Boy, they just trigger.
Trito!
Nita Page stands
This crowd out here real quiet. CeeLo with the one no tag.
They expect anything else from Boyd and Nita. Of course they're going to say they made a tag.
Hits to the side of the head of Storm, and Justin goes over and slaps at Psycho. CeeLo trying to get Psycho back outside the ring. Boyd comes back in without a tag.
On the rear chin lock on Storm. Storm trying to get back to his feet now. An elbow. Another. A six Boyd up.
Referee starts the 10 count. Psycho standing over in the corner.
Tag has been made now. Psycho into the ring. Justin in as well. Met with a right hand from Psycho.
Psycho grabs Storm. Excuse me, Boyd. And throws him in the
Really taking it to Boyd over here with the midsection and a couple of big forearms.
Second big shot to the chest. Throws him into the far corner. Goes charging in. Boyd moving out of the way. Psycho hits nothing but the turnbuckle.
Shoulder hit that post over there in that corner. And Justin into the ring now.
And Justin.
The eyes of Psycho now.
The referee starts a 5 count. Again, Justin Trivium right back to the eyes. Breaking it right at the 4. And now he's fighting ahead of Psycho.
Storm into the ring now. CeeLo's going to have to get him out. Justin stays on top of Psycho now.
Justin Trivium, Psycho draped over the second rope, and again, the fingers in the eyes. Takes Psycho over to his corner, and a big fist to the midsection makes the tag into Boyd. Boyd comes in.
Legit tag this time. Boyd into the ring. Big right hand on Psycho.
CeeLo saying, open the fist, but Boyd
Now Boyd over in going Storm back into the ring now, so he can do a number on Psycho.
You can do it, man. Get up.
Psycho over that second rope again.
There's Nita once again. Choking Psycho now.
Boyd's over, taunting Storm with the referee's back
You
turned.
just don't want to
Big
be.
Daddy Storm down on the floor. Nita Page walks in.
Psycho's not being Psycho was fighting back against Boyd, but Boyd took him down with a drop toe hold and pulled him back over to the corner, tagged him Justin Trivium again.
Justin Trivium on the back of the head.
And Boyd continuing to stir break the tag. He was over here preoccupied with Nina Page, just continuing to stir the pot there with Psycho and Storm.
Psycho with the midsection. Chasing Nina Page back over to her corner, and Psycho over to make a tag with Storm not in the corner again.
Boy tags back in now. Up the rope, drops an elbow on Psycho. Psycho has been isolated now. And a rear chin lock once again.
One thing about it, Michael, the Black Label Society definitely doing their job, keeping Storm's attention away from his partner. And his partner wants to make a tag.
Definitely Nina knows what she's doing after distracting Storm a couple of times now. Psycho has been isolated now. The Black Label Society staying on top.
Referee checking to make sure that and it looks like Psycho is biting the arm of Boyd.
It's an effective way to get out of that hold up, I've got to say. Legal or not, it's effective. Psycho on his hands and knees crawling over, but he's caught in the wrong corner. There's a big thumb in the eye from Boyd. Takes Psycho now on this turnbuckle.
And Boyd picking Psycho up, throws him over to the far corner, goes forward, but XTREME and Boyd, and a big boot to the back of Boyd, just as XTREME taking refuge to the floor. Rose starting down the
What do we got? Psycho is just taking Storm out. Zero Banks not sure what's going on. Nobody's really. He's got Katie in the ring now. And Zilo's calling from the bell, ringing. I'm guessing this is a no contest. I had to guess here. We have to get an official decision from Zero Banks.
The Black Label Society working on Big Daddy Storm, Zelo after Psycho, and Boyd telling Psycho to get on him. I guess the Black Label Society.
And Zelo says it's a no contest.
Marcus Oakley.
A lot of questions to be answered now. What is the deal with Psycho?
Apparently Boyd got into the head of Psycho, started that rift there with he and Storm. Psycho now apparently a member of the Black Label Society. Getting ready for our next match out here soon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we all know what happened last week to the Big Daddy Posse. Tony Daz has left the Big Daddy Posse and he has lost the television title to the right stuff, Thomas Knox. The leader of the Posse has to say the XOW Heavyweight Champion, Brian Soulfire. Making the cover out here, Brian, the XOW Tag Team Champions. Brian Soulfire and the right stuff, Thomas Knox out here. He is the
First of all, to you greasy-headed fool, when I come to this ring, I have told you time after time after time
to have a mic waiting here for me because I've always got something to say.
We don't want to hear you.
You better shut your mouth, redneck. I may go out there tonight and knock your teeth clean out of your head. Last week, we got rid of Tony Downs because he was holding the posse back. Is all he was doing. You're looking at real talent. Give me my belt. You're looking at the XOW World Heavyweight Champion, everybody's hero, the Prince Flamingo, Brian So Fine. You are looking at the tag team champions, Andy Two Dandy, Brian So Fine. And you are looking at the man that beat the crap out of Tony Downs last week and took his belt. The right stuff, Thomas Knox. Let me explain something tonight. Andy is not going to be able to defend this title because he has hurt his knee. I'm not exactly sure why he hurt his knee. How'd you hurt your knee?
I know. Joe might hurt his knee.
I can't show you how you hurt your knee, but I can tell you who hurt your knee. And he happens to be a real good friend of mine. Maybe you should watch how much you drink next time, all right? You can't defend your belt tonight, right? So therefore, y'all can hand them over. Well, you're hurt. Your legs hurt from pulling out their butt last week. So since we're not going to get title shots tonight, you're wrestling fag, boy. Tony Downs, you are the biggest idiot that ever hit the face of the earth. When you lost that title last week, you no longer are the #1 contender. Therefore, Brian So Fine don't have to defend his title against anybody. Do you understand? I know you're a little slow, Tony. Go ahead and break my guitar and let me sing him a song. Break my guitar. Hold on. Let him give my guitar. You shut up, Tony. Give my guitar.
We don't want to hear you. We don't want to hear you, Frank. You guys.
Well, Brian, it's like this. Looks like your guitar went a little limp there, Brian. I probably shouldn't have said that.
I dare you. I dare you.
But look, Brian, what you don't understand. Hey, Chris, why don't you...
Oh no, I want to play a song.
Play it. While he's getting the guitar out, Brian, I think there's something that you should know. Look at me. Hey, look at me when I talk to you. You three fruit booties better back up before you start missing some more teeth. I promise you that. Just ask Tommy Knox. Well, you can, real quick.
This is my biggest hit right here.
Show me.
No!
Hey, not only did he screw up last week and pin me for that title, not on his own will, but he beat me for that title. But I think he broke your guitar too because he's been in charge of it. He's your stooge.
I didn't break the guitar.
But look, Brian, it's real easy. You said last week that I can't hold both titles at one time, right? So the rule states, not only did I lose that title, but I'm still the #1 contender because nobody that holds that title can hold both of them. Remember? Yeah. All these people here want to see it. Well, see you later.
You better go to the back and talk to the booker because later on tonight, it's me and this goofball against you and Pappy in a non-title title match because you're not worthy to even get in the ring with Brian SoFi, much less have a title match. And as far as you go, this is yours. You take me everywhere I go, and you watch what I do. If I'm in a bathtub, you have that on, you have it taken. Because we've got to, you need to be just like me. Just like Brian SoFi. So you go open it up. Oh, every time you're around me, you have this on. You're going to stay the night with me tonight, you're going to take me while I'm sleeping. You're going to sleep like me. You understand that?
Hey, Bernie, man! Bernie! I hate you,
looking to make an impact and make a name for themselves as a team here tonight, taking on Kid Knievel and Oz.
Appreciate that, everybody.
Anytime.
Get him there, go!
That tattoo starting off with Kid Knievel now.
Yeah, but y'all are not good.
Hey, we're over.
Tattoo the Libra. Japanese arm dragging down goes Kid Knievel.
Tattoo with big forearms to the back of Kid Knievel, backs him into the ropes, throws him across.
Gets off and lands on his feet. Tattoo takes him down. Oz now taking across the Tattoo.
And Tattoo taking over in this match. Manhandling Oz and Kid Knievel like over.
They've got him bailing out of the ring to catch their breath. Got to regain a little composure now. Kid back into the ring now. Charges Tattoo to take an arm drag.
Overhand to Kid Knievel right now. Referee Joey Lynch asking Kid Knievel to give it up. Kid Knievel said no. Tattoo with a tag in on Marcus O'Neal. Tattoo as well as the tag team together.
Very innovative move there. Forearm shot from Marcus O'Neal. Back Kid Knievel into the corner now. Left hand.
Referee telling him to get out of the corner. Kid Knievel reversing it, throwing Marcus O'Neal in the corner. Pushing a big boot to the head.
O'Neal in the middle rope. Comes down with a leg lariat.
Goes to the pin. Only gets a 2 count though.
Got him on the low with it. Effective nonetheless.
Kid Knievel able to kick out. How I don't know because that would knock the breath out of any normal human being. Kid Knievel kicks to the back of the leg, puts Marcus O'Neal down to the mat, backs him into the corner. Kid Knievel goes over and
Tattoo in the ring. Wait a minute. Oz. Kid Knievel into the
Big push to the midsection of Marcus O'Neal. Marcus O'Neal with a big forearm.
looking at Oz like, why are you in the ring? You didn't make a tag. Back
Back
up.
up. He's back in the ring now. And Knievel into the ring once again as Oz. A boot way down low on Marcus O'Neal. Knievel
trying to get that to the midsection.
Now in control of Marcus O'Neal here. Irish whip. Takes him down.
Marcus O'Neal.
Keeping Evil in control of this matchup. Makes the tag to Oz. Back into the ring now.
Marcus O'Neal desperately needs to get against him too.
Evil drops the leg down low on Marcus. Oz with an elbow. Marcus O'Neal needing to make that tag. Oz and Knievel's done a good job now of keeping Marcus O'Neal grounded and away from his own corner.
And a beautiful move from Oz. I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. Oz is a very talented wrestler in the ring. This is on Oz. Puts Oz down. That too, overclapping, getting a bang from XOW ring in New Mississippi. Good job, Marcus O'Neal. Oz with a big fist to the side of the head.
Marcus needing to make it to that corner, but Oz making sure it doesn't happen. Turns it around. Grab the rope so he didn't catch that bell in the back suit. Cover.
Only a two.
Now Oz choking Marcus O'Neal. Referee Joe Lynn calling for a break, broken in two. Oz now calling Tattoo. Tattoo back into the ring, and once again kicks the people into the ring with a big leg drop.
Tattoo back over to the corner, telling him he can't come in without a tag. Kick and Naval comes in. Big fist to the midsection in the corner and a big chop.
Back to his chop there, an Irish whip now. Taking his time. Marcus O'Neal meets him with a boot to the midsection. And a chop of his own. That was sounded all throughout this building. And another.
Marcus O'Neal picking up.
Reverses it there. And Marcus O'Neal down.
A big drop kick from Kick and Naval on Marcus O'Neal. Kick and Naval with a tag in on Oz. And the fans get behind Marcus O'Neal. Oz continuing to work on the back and the shoulders of Marcus O'Neal. Marcus O'Neal may be out of
Oz
it.
maybe getting ready to take this one to the house here. He's got Marcus O'Neal up sitting now.
And a
Right in the back of the head.
And Tattoo telling the referee to get Oz out of there. Goes for a pin, but somehow or another, Marcus O'Neal able to get that left shoulder up at the count of two.
Oz now with O'Neal in the corner. Irish whips him out. Charges in mid. Marcus O'Neal up. Springs up there with a back. He can take this chance.
Coming in like a little ball of fire. Keeping Naval in.
Lariat takes him down. O'Neal now goes over to King of Evil.
And Oz may have the referee's decision that Thomas O'Neal and Tattoo.
Disqualification due to some outside interference, but nonetheless, they don't look like victors right now. They don't get it handed to them right now. And now Tattoo is being hung over there by Oz and Boyd, that noose around his neck. And Mark is being choked out by Justin and Kid Knievel. They came out here to help Storm earlier, and they're paying for it right now. Damage has been done, though.
What you running for, boy? Come on over here, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been told that the winners of the match via disqualification, the team of Marcus O'Neal and Tattoo.
Definitely looking the worst for wear right now, though. Victors or not, they just had a number done on them by Black Label Society, Oz, and Kid Knievel.
I'm sorry, I did not hear you say it.
Yeah, go ahead, because we need to play.
He won a battle royal here last week in New Albany for this final shot. He is
DC the number one, get ready to square off with Thomas Knox, the reigning and defending XOW television champion. These two have battled all across the state, all over North Mississippi, met many times in that ring. It'll be interesting to see how this match goes here tonight. Tommy!
This is the only time he will ever touch a belt if he steals one. Thomas Knox! Thomas Knox! You win this match tonight. As soon as it's over with, you come back and get this camera and cut it on and put it on me. You understand that?
Guess that answers our question about how he's going to wrestle the match.
And last week, Brian so far was out here at ringside telling Thomas not to
Roll up, though. Only a one count, though. A quick roll up there. Schoolboy by DC. And Tommy Knox to the net.
Like the other calls. DC on the rope from the body block gets a 2 count.
Irish whip now as Thomas Knox bails out of the ring. Can't say that a blade.
ladies and gentlemen.
Now got Thomas Knox though and bringing it back into the ring. Slingshot did the hard way.
And Brian's so fine out at ringside. I can't believe that Brian actually let Thomas put the camera down long enough to actually compete in this match.
And a rear chin lock now by DC following that big
telling referee CeeLo Banks to keep him out of his hair. I haven't seen any hair pulling from DC in this match, though.
We'll take this time real quick to remind you guys of my guest commentators at ringside visiting tonight. Michael Ward and Mama D. Like I said, thank you for this time to thank you guys for coming out. Pretty much that's okay, though. I understand.
I appreciate the welcome. No problem anytime.
All right.
Brian's so fine out there, not too pleased with Thomas Knox right now.
Not pleased in the least. DC has a hold of Thomas Knox now. Oh, again, one. Wait a minute. Look, hang on to that leg there.
Brian's so fine against CeeLo. CeeLo Banks on ringside here.
And hands him up pretty much on his hands.
DC.
Turns it into a powerbomb variation there. But Brian's so fine, making sure Thomas Knox doesn't lose that television title.
DC with a rollover hip toss from a headlock. Thomas Knox goes into a head scissors on DC. DC's trying to figure out how to get out of it. Bridges up so far. And both men bridging up back to their feet.
Backslide by Thomas Knox now. One. Only a one count there. And a drop kick from DC right to the chest of Thomas Knox.
Only a 2 count.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event. And it is for the television title.
DC charging in. Thomas Knox able to move out of the way. DC gets nothing but turnbuckle.
Missed the charge in the corner. Thomas Knox back to his feet. And a boot right to the ribs.
And a big right hand from the right side, Thomas Knox. And a second and a third. Working over the noggin of DC here.
Met with a kick out from DC though. Battle press.
And Brian so fine up on the ring after distracting the referee. DC clearly with at least a 10 count.
And got the victory if CeeLo Banks would turn around. But Brian so fine up on the apron.
DC goes over and starts trying to slap it. Brian so fine.
And Thomas Knox comes crawling over to the corner. Where those belts are.
Exactly. We're crawling over where those belts are at. Moret's won the belt.
He's got the television title belt.
DC trying to tell CeeLo to turn around. He caught him with a belt. Brian so fine from the behind. Grabs a hold of him. And Thomas Knox saying, fine, take it, and just drops the belt, but the damage has already been done to DC. Courtesy of Brian so fine.
Over in the corner now, courtesy of Thomas Knox.
Thomas Knox going to strike.
He's up. Leg moonsault. 1, 2, and 3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner and still XOW.
And like he said, join us on channel 97 every week, Saturday at 11, I believe. Thursdays at 7. Folks, Michael Ward, Mama Denise, we want to thank you all for tuning in. Tune in next week. Have a great night.